Hey, hey, welcome back to Club to Contracts. I'm your host, Victoria, and I have someone so special here with me today. She's one of my best friends, my biggest supporters. I just love her so much. And she's the baddest bitch with an empire that she built from the ground up while pregnant. And she is Baylee.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Victoria, your host for Club to Contracts, where we talk about motherhood, getting out of the nightlife, being a boss bitch, and building a career with badass women all around you. This podcast is brought to you by QNA Network. So I've known Baylee, we were Facebook friends for years. Yes. And then randomly...
We've always known people who've known each other, but we didn't know... We've never met each other.
Right.
All of our friends were friends.
It was so bizarre. And then whenever I got pregnant, she ended up being the ex-girlfriend of my son's father. And I had already booked her for my makeup, for my gender reveal.
Yep.
And I remember just everybody was like, oh, this Baylee? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, that's ex-Baylee. And I was like, oh my God, well, I love her. And I'm in period
No, we
slay.
literally met. And as soon as we started talking, we just clicked immediately.
Oh
it was
God.
Where have you been my whole life?
You were meant to be my best friend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you. And she's done so you did my makeup, and that was back whenever you were literally doing it at your mom's house.
Out of my mom's house. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm this has started so long ago.
I'm going to literally post my gender reveal makeup and then into my announcement picture makeup and then even my baby shower, everything. You've been with me since my first child. That is insane.
Yep. And that's why I don't ever delete old photos of makeup I've done, because it just always reminds me of how far I've come, where I started. I started doing makeup, in my mom's house.
That's
Took
insane.
clients out of my mom's house. So it's been...
You've built that talent. It is insane. You were good then, and you've just evolved and dominated. It's
good
crazy.
Good then is crazy.
Wait, what?
Good then is crazy.
No, oh my God.
For that time,
I still look back at my pictures from 2016. I'm like, what a baddie. And I wouldn't have thought that unless you did my face for that day.
Yeah.
Actually, I just saw my memories, my gender reveal. I think it was June 26th of 2016. And that was your beat on my face.
And I started doing makeup in 2014. So that was 2 years in.
Shit.
It was right after high school.
Oh my God.
Right after high school.
Yeah, you haven't done anything else, have you?
No.
Oh
no, that's not true. I was a nurse in school.
Oh yeah, but you haven't really
No, never had another job.
I'm so glad
makeup.
You're not a nurse.
Oh,
I just think you just
literally
fit so much
glad.
better.
Oh my gosh.
Did you imagine?
No.
Oh my God.
I would have graduated when COVID was a thing too, and I'm no. I had one semester left before I quit and decided to open Virgo.
Yeah, like a bad bitch. Did you have to pay for that? I've never been to college.
Yeah.
So
I had to pay for it. I paid my way through nursing school from doing makeup.
I don't know why I thought if you dropped out, they'd just forgive it. But
I wish.
You're right. You don't have
I
to
wish
pay.
they were you changed your mind. Sucks for you.
That shows how I probably should have gone to college. But I digress. I'm not paying for all that. Okay, let me see. Okay, so what was the moment that you were going to you knew you were going to start Virgo Beauty, and especially I can't remember because it was, 2020, that was so long ago, but did you decide to start it before or after finding out that you had latent banks?
So, oh gosh, I feel the story of it goes back to when I first started doing everything. But if we jump ahead to 2020, I had just found out that I was pregnant. So I knew that I wanted to start something, but I just found out I was pregnant. And I was oh, this is the perfect time. I'm moving out of another little place, a little studio that I had. And I was I want to start something, especially in St. Bernard, because any service that I offer now, we had to travel outside of the parish for lashes, massages, pretty much everything. Yeah. And if you're from St. Bernard, you live there. We love convenience.
Yes.
We do not like to travel outside the parish.
Not
for
even
much.
up the road.
No, not up the road. No, we're, So that's why I started it. We didn't have anything like that down here. I was I just want to create a one-stop shop. And when I got pregnant, I was that's exactly when I hired everybody. I had 7 girls at first. And
Tell me how it is, you juggle so many different personalities, so many different, you have hairstylists, nail techs, massage therapists, I could go on and on and on. How is it being a boss running so many different, and all women at that? Oh my God. That's probably insane.
So I think the biggest thing is that whenever I hire somebody, I look for certain qualities in them. So obviously, I have 30 employees. They're clearly all different, all big personalities. But when I hire somebody and I talk to them, I look for certain things. Like the biggest thing is, are they passionate about what they're doing? How talented are they? What's their drive, their motivation, overall, their positive attitude. So I feel like having those like 5 qualities and everybody's working for the same reason. They're working because they love what they do, and like my grandpa always said, like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And that's something that I think all of the girls really believe in. And so just having them all together, like, obviously, like I said, it's a bunch of different personalities, but at the end of the day, everybody's there for the same reason and everybody loves what they do. So I don't really run into like that much. Like, I'm not saying there's not riffraff. I'm not saying that like stuff doesn't happen, but it's not like drama. Like, I think a lot of people, when they think, oh my gosh, it's that many people. Also, it's not 30 girls in one place every single day.
Right.
I think it's 14 booth renters.
Yeah.
So they are all their own business. It's not like,
That's so crazy.
They're all badasses, and most of them are moms. Like so they are their own business. I set an expectations for them. And, if they fall short or whatever, that's when it's my job to step in and say, hey, you're doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm not really okay with that. But I won't really like repeat myself a lot. Like, they're all grown women. They know what's expected of them. So I think that's probably just like the best way that I'm able to deal with that is I don't really have to deal with much. They're their own people.
I love that.
And
I will say every time I go into Virgo, they are always so like upbeat and happy. Like, you feel happy to be there.
Yeah.
I could be in a rush, like literally panicking, last minute spray tan before Mexico. Be like, DD, I need help.
Yeah.
And everybody's just so uplifting. Like, I remember before we did our announcement video for whenever I was pregnant with Jenner, I remember I went in and you were doing my makeup and I was like, I don't want to wash my hair because I had so much hair because I had extensions.
A lot of hair.
So fake hair. And I was like, I'm so fucking pregnant. I don't want to do this. And I was in the first trimester. So if anybody if you know, you just want to like, rabbit has fainted.
Yeah.
That was me. And so I think it was Chloe.
Yeah.
She literally washed and blew out my hair. And she was so nice. And it just felt like everybody was willing to help.
Yeah.
And you have good girls.
I think that when people think of walking into a place that has so many women, it's kind of like intimidating. Like, I'm not going to lie. If I didn't own it and I didn't know how the girls were, I would be intimidated to walk in. But I think as soon as they walk in and see like we're all like down to earth, chill, cool girls, they're like, oh, okay, this is not what I was expecting.
Right.
There's some of our clients just come there and hang out during the day.
Right.
Like, people just like the environment and they love our girls, and like all of our OG and loyal clients, like, they would all agree that we have a very like positive and uplifting environment there.
The whole thing. Yeah. I'd come sit in there if I still lived in Chalmette.
I do. Sometimes I don't even have work. I'm just chilling.
Yeah, exactly. I could probably get you out of the house, especially while if Leighton's at school or whatever. Yeah. How is juggling like the business? Because I know you're a business owner. Your phone doesn't get to just turn off 9 to 5. How is being at home with Leighton as opposed to,
So, obviously I deal with mom guilt. I feel like when you own a business, people don't really, they're like, oh, you own a business, you can come and go as you want.
They don't respect your time at all.
No, it's like 25/8. Like, it doesn't ever stop. So I try my best to, when I'm with her, I'm just trying to focus on her. But I wake up in the morning, I'm a mom getting her dressed for school. As soon as I drop her off at school, I feel like that's my time to get a lot done.
Yeah.
As far as like me working and like, I'm not just running the business. I'm also working there. I'm working with the girls and, I'm not just overseeing things. I can't just come and go as I want. If I did, then I don't think my business would be as successful as it is. I think a big thing of owning a business is you have to be in your business. You can't just let it run on its own.
Yes.
That's another thing my grandpa always used to tell me. Like, as soon as you, own a business, no, you're in that
You're
business
in there.
day in
Yeah.
and day out, because if not, as soon as you let it run on its own, it will fail.
Chaos.
If people don't see the owner, don't know who the owner is, they're like, what is this?
Yeah, you're the face.
Is this just running on its own? Like,
right.
it's not as intimate, and like, I don't like to really use the word like we're like one big family, because I just feel like that's kind of like,
And family can be toxic.
yeah, family can be toxic. We're really like one big group of friends, and it's hard, but at the same time, I feel like I'm really good at creating a separation between like personal and business.
Right.
So
like you have to have those boundaries up.
Yeah, for sure.
At a certain point.
They know, and you know, I feel like they kind of know like what my boundaries are. They kind of know when it's, you know,
right.
I don't know.
Leave Baylee alone real quick.
Yeah.
Or if you're on vacation, I mean, just like if the fire is not happening.
Yeah, no, I'm on
don't
vacation.
call me.
It don't stop. I'm on vacation and I'm still answering everybody. I'm still, you know, there's no off switch. And I think that's the point. I try my best, especially being a mom. Like, I really do. But at the end of the day, it's just not, it's not feasible for me to just stop. Oh, sorry, I can't deal with the business right now. I'm being a mom right now, or vice versa, you know? So, and I try to integrate Leighton into my business as much as possible. So, you know, she can grow up one day. I grew up in my mom's studio. Like, I think that's so awesome that she's going to be able to like say that one day. And like, she goes in, she runs the place. All the girls know they're her aunties. Like,
oh my God.
You know, like, and half of them have been with me since I got pregnant for her. So they've literally seen everything. They have been with me since I've built it.
That's her aunties.
Yeah. And they're so helpful with her too. They love her. She'll go in there. She gets her nails done. She gets her makeup done.
Entrepreneur. That girl is her CEO.
She's like, this is my place. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, this is my mom's.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, this is mine.
She's at the front desk checking people in. Like,
sweet baby. Oh my God.
Yeah,
that girl is going to be a leader one day. I swear to God. She knows what she wants.
Yeah.
And she's not taking the blue cup if she doesn't want the blue cup.
And she's like the cutest thing. Like, we ride past and she's like, that's my mom's business. Like, we were on a field trip one time in the school bus and she's like, everyone, that's my mom's studio. Like, she loves it. She loves the fact that like that's her mom's place and everything's pink and everything's cutesy.
Perfect girl place.
Literally.
Oh my God. And
So
I remember fondly going to work with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And I love that you say you integrate her, because that's what I try to do with Kai, even though I don't have like a designated workplace. Yeah. But bringing him to showings and stuff. So it's really important, I think.
And I think it's really important for your kids to see how hard you work, how you did take a big risk. And, you know, especially when I was pregnant for her, especially when the whole world shut down. I had,
oh my God.
I had just hired 7 people.
Right.
And the world shut down. And I was like, I have 7 people's careers in my hands.
Yeah.
I have no choice. I can't really shut down.
Yeah. Like a touching career too. Like they have to like, and like, you know, makeup artists and stuff.
Exactly.
They have to
be
on the face.
And you remember like when the world shut down, it was like only a certain amount of people could be in there at once, you know? So, you know, all my girls had separate rooms because we do all the different things: nails, lashes, facials, spray tans, body waxing, makeup, hair. So I'm like, if I have one person in each room, this will be okay. Yeah. So that's what I did.
A scary time.
It was such a scary time, but I'm like, I have to keep going. I have to keep pushing through. I can't. I just opened. What do you mean? What do you mean no one can come in? Like,
no,
they have
COVID
to. They
cannot
must
apply to me.
They must. Yeah, they need their hair done.
Yes, to go to the quarantine party. They haven't got a
pedicure in months. Like, this has to happen. They must come in. This is crucial.
Oh my God! Yeah, literally. Oh my God! I mean, because also for COVID, I wanted to feel pretty while I was sitting at home,
no one wants to sit home feeling like an ugly duckling.
Absolutely
oh my God!
Not. COVID was a dark time.
They want to come in and feel cute about something. They want to get their lashes done. They want to get a facial. We're also bored.
Oh my God, I was so bored.
So bored.
I bought so much Shein and there was nothing to do. But I needed it to feel
I made a baby
pretty
during COVID.
I couldn't exactly do that.
There was not much to do.
Hashtag gay. We wish, huh, babe? We have to call Dr. Lou. Oh, fun fact.
We're bored.
The doctor that gave me and my wife, my child, gave you your brother.
Yes.
Like, how old is Gavin?
He's about to be 20.
Holy shit.
Which is insane. Yeah.
So Dr. Lou is still practicing and winning. So
Gavin loves the fact that he was an IVF baby. He would tell everyone that when he was a kid. He would be
love
like,
that that's his.
I was made in a petri dish, and all of his friends would be like, what? Like, okay. Like,
so we don't have anything to worry about with the next babies being a petri dish baby. That actually is like a fun thing.
Yeah, no, he loves it. I was like, Mom paid how much for you? And this is how you decide to act.
This is the brain function of a petri dish.
Okay.
Oh
they
my
paid for
God.
you. I was completely free.
That is so funny. I love that. And I love that because I remember whenever your mom told me she was spray tanning me at your, and I'm like, just like naked getting spray tan. And she's like, oh, who are you going to? Dr. Lou? Oh, yeah, that was Gavin's doctor.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yep.
Oh my God, so funny.
She loves that man still.
Oh, no, he's amazing.
Yeah.
We're going back to him.
Yeah,
soon.
she had she had a bunch of IUIs, had 2 IVFs, and the second one took.
Oh,
that's why me and Gavin are so far apart in age. We're 10 years apart.
I mean, look, Kai and Jenner are almost that.
Yeah.
How do you think that pregnancy fueled your ambition for like starting the business? Like, I know we touched lightly on it,
I think that it gave me a sense of like, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, and it also gave me a timeline. It's like, okay, you have 9 months to get your shit together.
Right.
Before this baby comes. And you know, I still to this day, I don't ever feel like I have my shit together. I'm so type B. I'm such a hot mess, like all the time. I really just wing it most of the time. But,
vibes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like pregnancy definitely gave me something to look forward to and something to, like a timeline. Like you have to.
This is where you have to hit X goal.
Yeah. You have to make sure everyone's good by this point, you know?
And that's such a terrifying feeling. I feel like it is like the biggest
weight. It was like the biggest weight on me. Everything in every way, shape, and form. But you roll with the punches, you figure it out. I'm like a really strong believer and like usually everything works out for me.
It will all unfold. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of like to where at the point where I look crazy. Yeah. Like something
I'm like, everything's
horrific.
Fine.
Oh my God. Like something
talking about.
Like even, okay. So yesterday before we started filming, we were talking about like, you know, all the crazy stuff that happened, I think yesterday, especially for me. And I was having the worst like postpartum like panic attack. But in the midst of it, I was like, everything's going to be okay. Yeah. Like literally, it's just a bad day. It's a bad day.
In time.
We're going to be fine. I'm going to be even better next week. Yeah. And that's like kind of batshit, but it works.
You know, your delusion sometimes will help.
It's like literally the only thing that fuels me.
Yeah.
That
but
and
like,
spite.
If you just think back on your whole entire life, you always end up where you're supposed to be. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, it's really pushing you more into the direction of like where you're supposed to be.
Oh my God. Yes.
You're all, you know. Every moment in time is exactly where you need to be, and I just try to trust
to
in
think
that.
About.
It is, but
like also comforting.
Yeah, like we're good. We're gonna be good.
So tell me, like your leadership style. Tell me a little bit about that, but also how you can your leadership with your girls versus with Leighton.
Okay,
like into motherhood.
Okay, so my leadership style with the girls is like pretty much like I was saying earlier. These are my expectations. Yeah. This is what I expect from you. If you can't respect these things and you can't, you know. Yeah. What's the word? Like, I don't want to say like uphold to it, but like.
Yeah. Measure up? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm brain dead right now.
Yeah, me too.
Like Dory.
You know, so I just feel like I said, these are the things that I expect of you. If you don't want to meet my expectations, that's fine. We're not a good fit. Right. You know, and most of them do. Most of them have the same vision as me. So it really is easy for me to deal with them. I'm not like a micromanager. I'm not someone who's going to sit there and be like, you need to do X, Y, Z. No. Right. Mm-mm. You're your own person. You're a grown ass woman. If you want to run your business like this, that's fine, but you're not running it in here like that. Right. You know, so.
Because even though they're independently employed, technically they're under your umbrella.
And throughout the years, like I've been in business, like for myself, I started everything 10 years ago. And like I've learned throughout the years what works and what doesn't. Yeah. And my job is to guide you and let you know, hey, these are the things that work and this doesn't. Right. I take a lot off of them too. Like even though they are their own business, like I have someone front desk that is willing to deal with all their clients for them. If they need to move clients, if they need to cancel because they're sick, like they don't have to worry about that.
You
so
pay for
I
that.
feel like I give them a lot to be able to be the best version of themselves as a business owner and mothers, you know, because like your kid gets sick. Like, I don't think people realize, like, if you do hair, you have appointments all day, like you can't just call into work.
I couldn't imagine.
And be like, oh, sorry, can't come in. Like, no, you have a day full of appointments with people that are also mothers and can't just drop everything they're doing. Like, it's
exactly
a lot.
That took off of work.
Right.
To
And like,
come here.
I try to take a lot of stress off of them. And I think most of them realize that. So they like, you know, they appreciate everything. I do think that they appreciate everything I do for them.
I can't
you know,
imagine.
And they do a lot for me too, just by being who they are and like being the great business owners that they are, you know? So I think it's just kind of a lot of like give and take and having respect for each other. You're
the world's best fucking boss. Oh my God. I always say that I wish I did go into the beauty industry so that I could work for Baylee. Like, I'm like, I would move back to Chalmette and change careers just to have you as a boss. Oh my God. You just give so much and you're just very personable. Like, you're not like, you don't feel like a boss.
I understand everything that they're going through too. Like I said, like I'm going through it with them. I'm working with them like day in and day out. Like, so like, just imagine the people that you work with every single day, you know, like you get really close to them. You form genuine connections and friendships with these people. Right. You know, so I know what they're going through in their life. They can walk in the studio and I'm like, something's off with her. Yeah. I go check on them.
What's going on?
You know, and a lot of people are like, you shouldn't be that personal with them. And it's like, how can I not be?
Why would you not be?
I love these girls. These girls mean so much to me. You know, like I wouldn't have the business I have without them.
They're not robots.
It wouldn't, exactly. Like I wouldn't even have the environment of the business that I have without them. So like I know what I have and like I'm grateful for it. And I'm going to put into it as much as they put into me.
Oh my God. Yeah. You have good girls and you're allowed to be, I think, being like, not like the family thing, like what we said, but being like a well-oiled friendship machine is needed, especially in a business like yours.
Exactly. And like, you know, like being a mom, I think that it gave me a lot of like perspective of other moms and like the way that other people do things. Because besides that, I was like, you know, why you have to cancel my appointment because your kid is sick? Like, wow.
It's hard to relate to moms until you become one.
Until you become one. And it's like, I'm not, you know, knock anyone who's not, you know, because like I'm fortunate to be able to compare to that. But like you really, it's like it just something like clicks in your brain and you're like, wow, I have to take care of everybody else's like emotions. Like I have to take all that into consideration too.
Right.
So I think being a mom definitely made me more like empathetic towards other people. And because I don't think I really had that before.
Kids are crazy.
Yeah.
And to take care of them. Kai's always like, I'm sick. I'm like, oh, not today. Yeah. Not today. So give us a behind the scenes of like a crazy busy day. Like y'all kill it with weddings. Like y'all are nominated on, forgive me, I'm not in this field, but like on the Knot. Is that what it is?
Yeah, we do over 300 weddings a year. I have a really big wedding team. I have 16 girls on my wedding team. Half of them are hairstylists, half of them are makeup artists. So, you know, especially wedding season in New Orleans is crazy. Yeah. So some days I don't personally do weddings anymore. I have been able to take a step back from that being a mom. Right. I didn't want to work weddings, and I have for 10 years. Let me put that. I've worked weddings. I've worked weekends for the last 10 years of my life.
She had to miss my wedding. I'll never forgive that girl.
Literally. You know who you are.
You know who you are. And I know who you are. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. And like I've had to take away a lot. And now that I have my daughter, and I've built it up to what I've been able to take a step back because, you know, people book out their weddings 2 years in advance, and I have to plan my life 2 years in advance. And that is hard. Yeah. So now that I have my team, sometimes we're doing 7 or 8 weddings in one day, you know? So I'm, like my mom, she helps me a lot with the wedding team. Like she's the wedding coordinator. So, you know, when brides book, she's doing all that for me. So that takes a lot off of me. Like I am so grateful that she's willing to do that. And, so, you know, so she pretty much deals with all of that. But like, as far as like bride's day of, like if I have 16 girls out doing weddings, you know, they're texting me, what's the room number? This isn't working. I can't get the thing for parking, you know? So like, even though I'm not physically doing the weddings anymore, like we are still dealing with all of like that, you know, stuff. And like, my mom especially, like, is so organized. Like, she tries to make everything as easy as possible for
She's
the
amazing,
girls.
like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, literally. And
Amazing.
like I said, I'm very type B and she's not, especially when it comes to business. Yeah, like she's like, she also has no off switch. So she works at like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, girl, I'm sleeping. Chill. Like she
Relax.
just, yeah, like this bride is okay, you know, but like some brides are a little, they don't answer back in 20 minutes. They're like, did you get my message?
And oh my God.
Yes, we have. We answer everybody back within 24 hours, you know, so I think,
Brides scare
I think
me.
what crazy days look like now is a lot different than what they used to, you know, going to the city, parking, getting all your stuff up there, up the stairs. I think every makeup artist's worst thing is stairs. When they see stairs, we're like, oh God, I can't tell the difference between like.
That's why y'all are all in shape. That's why y'all are all in shape. I've seen the bags. I've seen the bags, and I would have been like, nope, sorry. Tell them I will give their deposit back. I ain't doing it.
Yeah, it's a lot, but it's fun. Weddings are like so awesome. It's spending the day with somebody like on the best day of their life, and like that's a morning that every single bride remembers, you know, and I'm hoping that if, you know, when they hire us, it's for the better. It's one last thing they have to stress about that day. They know their hair and makeup's going to look good. They know they're going to feel confident. They know we're showing up on time, finishing on time. Like we are a oiled machine. We are, like, especially after 10 years, like we've got
y'all really are.
We have got this shit down to a science.
Y'all are fucking amazing. Your wedding team is great.
Thank you. I'm very, very proud of my wedding team. They're amazing.
I'm always tagging in little posts. Wedding, what is it? Brides of Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana brides. Yeah, I know. I do it too, and I feel like it's not as like genuine when it comes from me, but like still, like I'm like, I'm putting myself out there.
That's why I do my part. I'm like, she can't do it, and I'm like screaming.
No, my mom does it. She's like Virgo Beauty Studio.
Yes, I always see her, and I'm like, I'm gonna comment under. No, your mom definitely does her part.
No, she does so much. I'm very thankful for her.
I know, and on top of that, is a real estate agent.
Yes,
she's just amazing.
Yeah, she can't stop even if she wanted to.
I don't know how she does it.
Can you just chill ever? She's like, no. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Are there any failures, pivots, moments where you wanted to just say fuck it and throw it all away?
No.
No?
No. Because
bad bitch.
This is why. There's definitely been, you know, I think what people don't see like behind the scenes of it all is also, like I was saying, I've formed very genuine, real connections with these girls. And I don't think that people see the heartbreak that also can come from that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's probably something that a lot of people don't see and something that I struggle with a lot. Because I take things very personally.
Yeah. How can you not?
Yeah. Like
you're that close.
Yeah. What was your question?
Oh. Are there any
failures and pivots? Okay. No, I don't, because like I was saying earlier, I try to be very like positive, like mindset, like everything ends up working out, even when everything feels like it's, you know, falling apart. It's pushing me towards like where we need to be. So like that's really the mindset that I have, and like that's what pushes me, because I'm like, okay, this shit sucks right now. Yeah. Like, you know, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's going to work out, you know? Yeah. So, and also I have Leighton in the back of my mind constantly. Mm-hmm. Like she's looking up to me. She is, you know, if I quit, what is that showing her?
Right.
If I stop, what's that showing her? You know? So I think I just want to be like the best role model for her. Yeah. Like, you know, starting my business, it was kind of because of like my family and my mom. Like I saw we were really in a really bad place. Like when I started doing makeup, because it was kind of like a distraction for me from what we were going through at the time of my life. And my mom had nothing, you know, she was working 3 jobs. She really couldn't worry about like, she just had to worry about keeping a roof over her head and food in my mouth, and me and my brothers. And I started doing makeup as a distraction, and it was like therapy for me. And it was like Halloween, and I love Halloween.
You kill Halloween looks.
And I did like a half-face sugar skull, half-face regular makeup, and I posted it on Facebook. It was like, oh, look how fun. And I had like 10 people be like, oh my gosh, can you do that for me for Halloween?
Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, sure, $20. Like, I didn't know how much to charge. I thought they just wanted me to do the half-face sugar skull side.
Oh my
And they
God.
came in, they're like, no, we want the regular makeup side too. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I did 10 people and I made $200 in one day. And I was like, I can make $200 in one day?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how it all started, was from watching my mom literally not have anything. And I was like, I saw her working 3 jobs. I'm like, she's doing whatever she's got to do. I'm 16 years old at this point, or yeah, I was 16 when all that went
That's
down.
insane.
But at that point, I was, 2 years later, we were still going through it. And I was like, I need to make my own money. I
Right.
need to figure out how to help her as much as I can. Like,
Right.
Not even like to help her financially, just to take
where you
care
don't
of
have to
myself.
ask
I don't have to
her
ask her.
anything.
She's already dealing with enough.
Right.
So,
can
she's
cover
got,
you.
I can cover myself. And I was like, $200 in one day? Wow, it's crazy. So then it's kind of like snowballed from that. And I started doing like homecomings and prom and weddings. And, I was working at my mom's house for 4 years.
Just you.
Just me. And I think a big thing is like when you're starting a business, like I was like reading, one of the questions that you had in there. It was like, what's like a really big piece of advice that you would have for people that are just starting? I think my biggest thing is you can't say no.
Yeah.
Especially when you're just starting. You cannot say no. I don't care what time it was. You need to meet me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do your makeup? Yes, I'll be there.
Right.
You need me at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night to do, I will be there. You know, so I never said no. I took every single opportunity that was thrown at me. And yeah, I think that's what made people trust me and made people know that I was
dedicated.
I'm in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty much how it all started. And now I somehow have all of this.
Isn't it crazy?
Just off the mirror, everything works out. Everything works out for you.
Didn't feel like it at the beginning.
It really
Never
didn't.
does.
It did. I did not. If you would have told me then that I would have what I do now, I would
insane.
Literally laugh. I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Like,
And now you have an empire. That's all I describe you as, like the emperor. Like you just like have built this. It's insane.
And I think that because it started from a place of just like kind of like you got to sink or swim survival mood. And it started from a place of this is something that I love to do. This is what I'm passionate about. And this is what, is like therapy for me. I think since it started from that, and I've always moved with those intentions, like throughout everything, like I've always tried to be very genuine and intentional with everything that I do,
right.
Especially in my business. And I feel like people see that, and I feel like people, especially the girls that work for me, like I think that they know that I'm not just here for a money grab. Right. Money will never be the thing that motivates me. It's the inspiration, the growth that I see in the girls, because like some of them have started with me since day one when they didn't have any clients.
I remember you training a lot of girls.
Yes.
With makeup side especially. I know we're not, you don't do nails or anything, but
yeah. And that's something that I love. I love training. I love seeing how much they grow from the time that they start with me until like now,
It's insane. The growth.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I'm so like honored that I've seen it from, 2016 to now. It's crazy to like watch you in action. Yeah. Like that's insane to me. And I'm just so proud to be your friend.
It's to me. Sometimes I don't even believe it.
Yes.
I'm like, this is my business? Really?
Like that is you're a boss bitch. And it's just been an honor.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Oh, I love it. So sappy. Okay. So do you have any personal plans to grow Virgo Beauty? Like, do you have, I don't know, franchise it out? Like that would be
1000%. I think the thing that is like struggling, like that I'm struggling with as far as making it a franchise is that I believe in quality over quantity any day. Yeah, I'm like, I really, like I was saying earlier, it's hard for me because I feel like in order for a business to be successful, the owner has to be in it. But I do think that I want Virgo to reach out further than St. Bernard. That's definitely something that I want to do.
I'm calling for it. I'm praying for it.
Yeah, like Picayune's been like a huge one that people want.
Really?
Yes, they're like, we don't have anything out here. We need that.
That is very true.
So
no
there's
offense
definitely.
To Picayune. I'm sorry. I'm like, they got cows and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely wanted to expand that way for sure. I don't know if that'll happen in the next 5 years, but definitely in the next 5 years, like I was saying, I'm like very like I love to teach. I think that's like my biggest thing.
Oh
I
my God,
love
yes.
teaching aspiring makeup artists like how to do makeup. So I think I am actually open, like doing a makeup academy, to
Oh my God,
teach
exclusive. I didn't
to teach makeup
know.
artists like, you know, what to do because I feel like I'm very good at explaining why you're doing the things you're doing. I feel like I'm good at, pointing out things that you wouldn't want to think about yourself.
You
And
would like I'm like
I
shocked.
love it.
Like that's amazing. I think you would
I
do so good at that. You're
thank
just
you.
oh my God.
I love it. I really do. That's something I'm super passionate about is
Yeah.
teaching. Again, because I love to watch my girls grow. I love to see where they start and where they end up.
Yeah.
Um, and the fact that with makeup, it's not something that you're just like, okay, I'm good, and that's it. It's constantly something that I'm still learning. I'm still growing.
Yeah.
And it's something I like when I learn something new or I figure out something, I'm like, hey, y'all, check out this new
Yeah.
product. Like, do y'all want, yeah, like, y'all want to come in and like practice, And a lot of the girls, like, they reach out to me all the time to, learn new techniques and learn new styles. And it forces me to just be on my A game at all times and someone that they can look to for advice. And if they need anything, like I'm there
Yeah.
1000% for them.
Oh my God. I'm excited to see you as like an educator
Me too.
because that will be doing the world a service. Like all these little makeup artists running around with your techniques.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, everybody's just gonna be so hot.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think, and especially because I think that that's nothing that I had. I didn't have anybody to teach me.
Right.
I am completely self-taught. Like, yes, I
Insane.
have my license, but even when I went to, school, they didn't really teach me like how to do makeup. They just more so taught me about the business side of things, sanitation, like
Yes.
face shape, stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
all my techniques, all me, all my products that I have trial and errored things, it took me a long time to get where I'm at. And the fact that I can speed that up for aspiring makeup artists is like
Right.
something that I'm like very proud of and like very, into. I love that.
I think you'll fit it because you're so like nurturing, but you're also like straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you balance that so well. You're gonna be a badass educator.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Okay, so do you have any like fun bridezilla stories? And I say fun like we will laugh. Like
Yeah. I think you'll be like, oh, what the heck? So I don't have that many. I really haven't had like I have been very lucky in that I haven't had crazy, crazy brides.
Except for the one, and I remember
And
from my wedding.
Yeah. And I think I'm more scared of the mothers of the brides than the
Ooh.
brides. But no, there was this one time I was at a wedding and I'm doing, by myself, working, doing my job.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, the best man like peeks his head in the room and the bride like leaves with him. And I'm like, okay, maybe they're doing, whatever. Well, then all the bridesmaids start like talking. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh
I'm trying
my
to be
God.
nosy. I'm trying to be nosy. What's the scoop? I want to know. The bride was the best man.
No.
Yes.
Right
Look, before the wedding.
don't do that, but
Be
why
real.
now? You know what I mean? Don't do
Right
it at
before
all.
the wedding. One last time. What?
Oh, that's not last time. They still going. Probably still to this day.
That is wild. The best man.
Like the
And the
best friend
bride.
of the groom.
The best friend of the groom and the bride on the wedding day. Yep.
That is
And everyone knew about it.
Everyone knew?
Everyone knew.
The wedding went on?
The wedding went on.
Do you have any
I
follow-up?
said, you
Are
know
they
what?
still together?
I don't. But I'm like, okay, I'm just here to do my job.
Oh my! I would be crawling out of my skin. I would have to like live with them to see if that ever came out.
That was probably definitely the craziest like thing I've ever witnessed.
That is because you see it in movies, but you don't expect that.
No,
to, like, actually,
I was like not even believing it. I'm like, no way.
Like, there's no way that anyone has like that low of a moral compass.
No.
You know what I mean?
I mean, unless the groom knew about it and he was fine with it, I don't know. I don't care. But I was like, this is weird.
Why at that point? Why get married?
Right.
But I guess it's good because now we have tea.
Yeah.
No.
Tea.
Thanks. Oh my God.
People are crazy. She just acted like everything was fine, which is obviously what she did with her husband.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine. Who has
I'm
the
like,
time?
and the fact that I had to just act like everything was fine, I'm not good at that.
No. Oh my God.
Like,
My face.
my
will
face
say
says
it.
everything.
That's just, I don't understand how people cheat because, like, look, truthfully, like, I love my wife, but also, where's the time?
Right.
Where's the
I
time?
don't have the energy for that.
Like, and also the mental capacity. What?
How can you, I don't know. Teach
No.
their own, but couldn't be me.
No, hell no. I mean, I could be on the couch right now and you think, no. Okay, so for all the moms out there, especially that want to start a business, like what are some things that you know now that you wish you could have told yourself then? So like what would you tell them? That came out very, very like I'm on crack, but you know the gist of it.
Yeah.
Like, so what would you tell younger Baylee?
I think you just need to start. I think that's probably the biggest thing is
Best advice.
you would rather try something and fail than to never try at all and live with a what if regret. And I think that's probably the worst regret you could ever have is living with that, what if I would have done that? You know, it's like, or some people get in their head and they're like, you know, but what if it fails? But what if it doesn't?
Right.
What if it's fine? You know?
Yes.
What if everything works out the way you want it to? Like you are the creator of your own world. Whatever you put all your energy into, you'll get out of it. Like
yes.
I 100% believe that.
And I think
if you believe in yourself and you have a support system around you that sees your vision and helps you get there, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, however it is, you need to have a good support system of people around you that believe in you. If you don't have that, it will be very hard. For you.
It'll get dark quick.
Yes. You will feel alone. You don't ever want to feel alone when you're starting a business.
No.
The first person to believe in me other than my own mom was my husband now. You know?
I love him.
Yeah. He was the first person ever to, you know, I was like so proud of the fact that I was in nursing school and, you know, someone that I was with before, you know, he's like, you can't make a career out of being a makeup artist. Like long term, like this is not something that you can succeed with, basically.
Don't even get me started on him. Don't even get me started.
You know, so I was like, okay, I'll start nursing school. I'll be in nursing school. That's a safe choice. And I remember when I met Hunter, and mind you, he's 4 years younger than I am.
An angel.
So I met Hunter and I was like, yeah, I'm in nursing school. And he was like completely unimpressed. And I was like, I have one semester left. Like, I'm about to be a nurse. Like, what do you mean you're unimpressed? He's like, you have this business. Why are you not going through with that? And that was like the first time in my mind. Cause like my mom has told me that, but like, it's your mom. Like,
right.
You know, obviously.
They're like hardwired to just believe in you.
Yeah. And he was like, what are you doing? Why are you being a nurse? You have this business.
He's so blunt. I love it.
Yeah. And I was just like, you know what? You're right. I do hate nursing school. Like, I'm going to go through with this. Yeah. And like we met 3 months later. I got pregnant for Leighton. The world shut down. And I was like, he's right. I'm going to start this. And like, he was the first person to like, other than my parents, believe that I can do that.
Yeah.
And I think he, you know, sometimes it's hard to see for yourself what you have. It's hard to, you know, because I knew I was good at doing makeup. I knew that I was passionate about it, but it just didn't feel safe. And he was like, you need to take a risk. No risk, no reward. And I was like,
that's very true.
Yes. So, yeah, like I'm saying, like you need that support system for sure.
No, absolutely. That's why I covered it pretty early on in the podcast, like, world, I guess, for my podcast world. I don't know what to call it. Series. Okay.
Podcast series.
I don't know why I'm having mini strokes
This is
today.
Tori's world.
I don't know why I talked about that in my world so much. But anyway, support systems are, if you don't have people around you, because you're always going to like, I don't know why our brains consistently go to what if something bad.
Yeah.
But you have to have those people because inevitably that does happen. Like it's what if and then like
and
drama.
Don't get me wrong, like there's so many people like when I was starting was like, why are you doing this? Like, you know, and you just have to think like about the people that are giving you this feedback. Do you want to switch places with them? Do you like where their life is? Because if not, then I don't really care about your opinion.
Literally, I would clap so hard.
Especially if you're being negative. Like,
yeah. No, absolutely. People just want to see you do good, but never better than them.
Yeah.
And they love to tear down a dream. It's, Oh my God. But those people, I mean,
I'm like, why do you want me to play it safe?
because look at what they're doing.
I'm not playing it safe. This is my life.
Okay, so just to snowball us into this, who is your favorite on Love Island right now? And then we're going to talk about who your least favorite is.
Yesterday I would have said Sierra.
I have thoughts.
Today, Huda.
Yes. Oh my God, we have the same brain cell.
Yes.
Literally same.
I loved the way that Sierra like spoke. I think that she was so emotionally mature, but now it seems very calculated. That's exactly what I was going to say. Like, how do you always say the right things? But now it's almost giving, I always know the right things.
Right.
Chris, you need to say it more that you like Huda.
Oh my God.
Why does he need to do what you're saying?
Oh my God. No, I was so angry because I've been, not obviously, I've never been on Love Island, but I have felt in the moment of what I think Huda was feeling. Obviously, I didn't twerk upside down on somebody, but that's not the point. But like the way they were just mass bullying her.
Is jealous.
Oh, she's for sure jealous. And they are tearing her down. And then as a mom,
Mean Girls.
Being on that island, I mean, yeah, people were like tearing her down for even going on it, being a mom, but that's neither here nor there. She's there now. So guess what? Missing your child.
Yeah.
And then being bullied.
Yes.
Like, and they've been bullying her. If you go see like little snippets that they have given us.
Exactly. And I think a big thing about that whole situation that happened is that like, Huda, clearly you're a midnight ballerina. You know, clearly. And I think for her, it was like a performance. I don't think that it was, I don't think that it was something that was personal.
Right.
You know,
Huda with Ace, like, come on. Right. And he's not 5'10". He's not 5'10". Like, Lord have him. If he's 5'10", I'm 5'10". And I'm 5'3" on a good day.
Yeah, so I don't know. It sucks because I'm like, I could see why Shelly's upset, but at the same time, and the fact that Alondria was sitting there like, you were not a Girl Scout. Weren't you just tonguing down in soul ties with Nick?
She was like,
be real.
Oh my God.
Be real.
She probably like, oh my God. No.
She was going so hard to Huda about
and then Huda
Shelly.
Defended her. And I wanted to go grab Huda and be like, stop
These
being
girls are
nice.
not your friends.
They are mean fucking bitches. Oh my God. I want to go to Fiji.
Girls.
We should fly.
Yeah.
There. And you know, I don't
know about themselves.
Go rescue the other mom.
Yeah.
That's a bad bitch. She's an entrepreneur.
Right.
Midnight ballerinas are self-employed.
Exactly.
The fuck? Like she's just like us.
Right.
Oh my God, except we can't do that.
We're the same but different. Same person, different font.
Same, can't move my ass like that. But I mean, also what ass?
If I could, I would. No.
If I had an ass, maybe I could, but I cannot. So I don't know. I digress. But okay, and so obviously the least favorites, Sierra and them. I'm rooting for Huda and Chris to win.
Me too. I really liked his response. He had his girls back.
Oh my God, yeah. Was respectful about it.
Yeah. I did love Jeremiah, but now that I see Chris, I'm like, this is what Huda was asking for, and I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it.
I think Jeremiah was kind of the toxic one because of how he would respond to Huda's emotions. Because you're allowed to have emotions, and she's an emotional girl, okay? She's just a girl.
I don't know. I still love Jeremiah.
I like him. I think Chris more.
I think him and Huda were just top. This season really doesn't have anything on last season's, though.
No, nothing. And last season blew up in a way because we've watched Love Island USA, and it was kind of like nobody fucked with it.
Yeah.
And then it blew up, and now it's kind of annoying though because of all the opinions online. I mean, I'm not saying only mine matters. That's what it sounds like, but I guess maybe I am saying that. Fuck it. But
my opinion matters.
Yeah, mine matters more. But all these new little watchers, ew, am I that person right now? But anyway, it's like, I don't know. Some of the opinions just, their attack, the bullying is just, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It's been a lot to see so many people be into it and have their thoughts, and it makes me angry. But that's why I don't say anything, I guess, online. But now I am.
Everybody has their opinions. They're like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yeah. And some of them are wrong. Yeah. Okay. Some that are not at this very moment are wrong if you don't agree.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Neither.
I know this. You are so a night owl. Or you used to be.
Oh, no. I mean, no, I think I'm definitely an early bird now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm a mom, like, I can't not be an early bird.
I know. It definitely makes, you have no choice but to wake up with the sun.
Yeah, but the insomnia also gets me. I don't know.
Oh my God, I hate whenever, because I'm like panicking, especially with a newborn. I'm like, oh my God, go to sleep because he's going to be up like clockwork whenever the sun is up. But thankfully, Haley, she's a first time mama. So she's I'm
She's
like,
doing all the things.
all right, I'm going back to sleep.
This is your kid.
Like, glad I could incubate that for you. I was just the pot.
Yeah.
That's fine. I cooked him. Okay. Do you like girls' night out or a wine night in?
Wine night in.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Who wants to
Used
go
to be girls'
out?
night out. For
Right.
me.
Right.
But now I'm like,
We got ratchet.
yeah, I've had my days. I'm good. I'm good on that.
Literally. I mean, and it's so dangerous to leave the
And
house
I also
now.
go out now and I'm like, look at these little babies. Like, am I that old now?
After COVID, it was like another world
And,
working
like,
at the club.
Have
It
you
was
realized
crazy.
that like people like they don't dance anymore, really? Like they
No.
don't like I would get ratchet on the dance floor.
Bruh.
Like, I mean, embarrassing.
No, leave with hair in
I
a
just
clip
want to have
because
fun
we're
too. Like
sweating.
I was like joking around most of the time.
Yeah.
Just dancing, but like it was fun.
I have a video of
No
you.
one wants
we
to
were
do that
acting like
anymore.
we were acting like ostriches
Yeah.
outside of the club.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Caution cones, they're mine and Tori's.
Oh my God. Like, don't arrest me, NOPD, but
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
I got shit on you.
Definitely
from the other
wine night
episode.
in now for sure.
Yeah. No, it's just safer.
It's more fun. I like to have more like deep combos now. I can't do that in the club.
Because you're like, what?
In the club? No.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's impossible. Okay, this goes into your like business, I guess. So would you rather have a bomb ass spray tan done by, of course, your mom, or bomb ass lash extensions?
Go spray tan.
Spray tan?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I agree.
I just feel so much hotter when I have a spray tan.
Yes.
I feel skinnier. I feel like I
Yes.
got my shit together.
Like tell Dee
You
to
know?
put a little darker right
Yeah.
here. To make
Yeah,
my-
like I can. Yeah, I just feel like I can conquer the world with a spray tan. I'm so sad sometimes, and I'm like, you know what? I just need a spray tan.
Yes.
I do love lash extensions, though.
They're so gorgeous. I want to go get some soon. So I'll be.
Yeah,
Victoria still does them. Huh?
Tori and Maddie both do them at the studio.
Is her name Victoria?
Yeah, Victoria.
Okay. I was just like,
Yeah,
did I just give her my
Tori
name?
and so there's Tori and Maddie.
I knew it was Tori, but I didn't know if like, because some people I've seen, it's their
just
name is
Tori.
Tori.
Yeah,
And
No,
that
she's
takes
Victoria.
me back.
I know. Every time I go to text her, I'm like Tori, and I'm like, her name is in my phone as Victoria, and it just bothers me.
Oh my God. Well, it's been so much fun. Oh my God. I cannot believe
I know
that
this is fun.
it's already over because
know.
now I just want you to make you come over
Yeah.
and we can just talk. We can continue
We do
this
all
party
the
somewhere
time.
else.
Yeah,
But
part 2.
it's been amazing to like see you. And I'm just so excited for everybody to hear your story because your story is one that literally still inspires me. And I'm in a whole different career field.
Yeah.
So I think that's special. And moms in whatever career field or no career at all
Yeah.
would love to hear it. So thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to.
Oh my God, duh. You can literally come back anytime. Now, can you tell us where they can find you?
Yeah, of course. So we're on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, all at Virgo Beauty Studio. You can book any services and see all the services that we offer online, virgobeautystudio.com. We do literally everything you can think of beauty related.
One-stop shop for sure.
Yeah. I really tried my best to put everything in one place. So virgobeautystudio.com to book anything, and then Virgo Beauty Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
The easiest way to keep up with all these episodes that are going to be coming out is subscribing on any major platform where you hear podcasts. But also, I have a Facebook at Club to Contracts, and the Instagram is at Club to Contracts Pods.